There is a shift going on between the sexes, between the two genders right now that I know for a fact some of you guys probably haven't been paying attention. You think it's just the same old stuff of women complaining and men complaining and no solutions being formed, even though the solution is rather simple. There's still a shift going on. Relationships are changing for the worst, and this is what I mean. Hookup culture is starting to end, and we're going into a different phase of dating. You know, we thought we were at end game. I think we're headed towards end game right now. See, we've gotten to a space, guys, where people see how bad dating has gotten and how it won't end and how there's no incentive for it to change pathways and to change trajectory. And so they've pushed themselves into two different mindsets that we're going to talk about in today's video. And like I said before, this is going to make relationships worse. There's no really any good solutions besides tearing the whole thing down and starting over. But here's the new strategies that people are forming to cope with how bad dating is and how lonely and pedestrian they feel. So what's the first shift, you say, Miles? What's the first mindset people are having? People are settling into their loneliness. People are starting, see, when people were saying before a couple years ago that, you know, I'm just checked out, I'm going my own way. And women were saying that, you know, we're getting out of dating and all this stuff and we're just going to be out of, and men were saying the same stuff. See, they weren't fully convinced yet. They were virtue signaling, hoping that their videos online would be met with some kind of person online they can connect with and potentially get a suitor. That's part of virtue signaling, to get somebody that you want, or to get somebody to notice you and to throw themselves at you. That's part of a different dating strategy. So when people were saying that a few years ago, they weren't taking it seriously. But when people right now say they are checking out of dating, they mean it 100%. They settled into the fact that, damn, I might be single. People are asking themselves questions. Damn, what does life look like without the opposite sex? Just the fact that that word, that sentence comes out of both men and women's mouths speaks volumes. Guys, they've completely given up. No hope. This is like relationship suicide, where you're just not doing anything. You're just gonna exist. And the birth rate is going to continue to drop. Marriage will continue to plummet. Families will never exist. Communities will vanish. That's the outcome of people settling into their singleness. You can see it. How can you see it? You see people are buying pets now. The pet industry, if you guys are buying pet stock, you should. If you haven't, you should, because it's going to go up. People are more lonely than ever because they don't have any companionship. So how do they get that emotional companionship? Since they don't have either the capabilities to get another mate, or they've just given up because dating is just such a minefield and a free-for-all. It's the wild, wild west. Why bother trusting any of these individuals when they're lying to you at every turn? So people are coping with pets. They're buying pets. And this isn't just women. Women are turning into cat ladies. Yes, they are. They have dogs. Yes, they are. That's their cope to deal with the fact that they don't have a mate. They've gone through so many negative experiences with men. They've given up completely. They're heartbroken. They can't take any more heartache and pain. And it's the same thing with men. Men are accepting the fact that, hey, these women are going to be what they want to be. I'm not going to get married because I don't want to get my resources taken. And so I'm going to buy a dog. At least the dog is loyal. People have accepted the fact that women have gotten masturbation tools and men have settled into PORN and to different technology as well through bots. They've accepted the fact that this is the new reality of dating. And this is what it looks like. Here's the second mindset that is following a suit. If you can't find anybody and you're tired of looking and you're tired of the disappointment and the heartbreak of when you do get into a relationship and the shit doesn't work, here's what you do. You either settle into poly. That's the next mindset. People are settling into poly relationships. If you're a woman and you want a man, but you know you can't tie him down and you can't successfully keep him, you're just going to share him. He's going to be a successful guy with having sex with you and 3 other women. But you'll be taken care of. You'll have, a good place to lay your head, and you'll be protected because he's a good, successful man. You just won't have him for yourself. So people are taking that route. Some men have just tolerated the fact that their woman is going to cheat and they're just going to accept her back because it's better to have a woman than to not have her at all. And she knows that, which is why she disrespects that man on a consistent basis. We even have certain dweebs of men where they'll be 3-4 men to one woman and they'll, switch turns and whatnot and be living with them and be okay with each other. And so this is the new reality of what relationships are going towards. The massive singleness, the poly relationship. People are going to keep it hidden because they know either their family don't tolerate it or they know it won't be accepted by society because this is still kind of a monogamous religious society, even if we don't acknowledge it and even if the people don't follow those things as much anymore with this hookup culture. So this is dating, the future of it, and how this is going to shape the new landscape of the new people that are coming up. This is going to shape society. And none of it is going for the good. That's my video. You guys have a good day, good week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the ways you can are in the description below. See you guys in the next one, man. Peace.